a sky, 'cause you're a sky full of stars. I'm gonna give you my heart, 'cause you're a sky, 'cause you're a sky full of stars. 'Cause you light up the park.
Ah. Hi, too.
Traveler, Paimon, great.
Where's it?
We got a lot of letters in the mailbox.
What happened to the
Maybe just
mailbox?
sorting them
I
into
like
four
the
groups.
mailbox. What the hell?
Well,
Yeah, check down.
it hasn't even started yet. Which batch of letters should we read through first?
The flowers are the flowers.
Should I do a different one or same one as you?
I say same one too.
Alright.
I'm gonna mute the audio just in case I noise.
Tynari's is the first one, so.
Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna read it out loud. Oh no, it's not okay. Alright, do you want to read it or do you want to?
Yeah, I can read them.
Okay.
After a conversation the other day, I went over the prophecy's wording carefully. A flower that is not of this world sounds more like a logical paradox. Think about it. If a flower is not of this world, its existence cannot be perceived. However, if it can be perceived, it will not fit the description of the prophecy. As such, my view is that the riddle's answer doesn't have to be a real plant. However, I must also note, with all due respect, that the person who came up with this riddle may not know all the plants in the world, and I dare say that no one could make such a claim. From this prophecy, you could even think of some rare plants as potential candidates for the answer. Attached is a list of rare plant species. I've added a short description to each entry, and I hope you can find your answer within them. Best wishes to you, Tainari.
Hey, cool. Alright.
Albedo's next.
Yeah.
Sucrose even put her own letter in there. I love that.
I mean, we tell her to do so.
Yeah. Alright, next
You
is
want-
Albedo. A flower that is not of this world doesn't sound like an existing species or something created through specialized cultivation techniques. With that noted, I believe we should think out of the box. After reviewing what I've learned over the years, I've now reached a conclusion. Sucrose also came to discuss her thoughts with me. She hasn't yet decided on an answer at the moment of me writing this letter, so I won't be revealing my own conclusion right now. We can discuss it in detail when we meet. I hope everyone else will bring their respective answers too. I'll see you then, Albedo.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he did give his thoughts. Next is Sucrose. It feels strange to insert a letter into a mailbox I made myself, but I did find my answer. At first, I thought that a flower created using alchemy would constitute one that is not of this world, according to the prophecy. But after giving it some more thought, I realized that instead of creating an actual plant, a flower-shaped mechanism made of alchemical products might fit the description better. So I arrived at my conclusion. A clock in the shape of a flower. That the long passage of life brushes past the timepieces.
I'm sorry, what? A clock shaped with flower?
The long passage of life brushes past the timepieces, leaving fluttering petals in its wake. The elapsing years stir up the leaves, pushing the needle of time forward. Sucrose. Basically, she's saying that while other flowers will wilt and decay as time goes on, the mechanical or clock flower won't.
I mean, that makes sense. Alright, the guy who would not get never lost, I want to hear Amber. I don't know if Amber's gonna be first. No,
Mona's is first.
Alright, let's hear the Mona. You should just do accents, just try to act like.
You want me to try and act like Mona? I mean, I did do that with Sucrose, so.
I noticed that. I was like, why is your voice changing for like each two of them?
My voice automatically changes. Remember, I tend to do voice acting for you.
I know. I'm just making fun of you. Lol.
No one can confidently say that they will never get lost. But as long as their wish to guide and help others does not waver, they will become a ship that can traverse as the waves of the waves eternally. I didn't perform any divination before writing this letter, but I have a feeling that I will witness the truth behind the prophecy together with you all. So if you
As
need
we
me,
all do.
just call me. Just call on me at my place. I'll be there.
So we're gonna be with Albedo and Monelius.
Yes.
Okay. Alright.
Next is Bennett.
Bennett! Let's go.
I've been thinking about this letter for a long time, and before you came to me with this prophecy, it never even crossed my mind that I could be a part of this. Well, as you all know, I'm probably the last person you'd think of when it comes to guiding others. I still have a long way to go, and I'm still trying to figure out how to peacefully coexist with everything in this world. But if you're asking me about who can and it be of help, my friend Fischl and her friend Mona the astrologist are both very knowledgeable and brave. I'd say they're probably the ones you're looking for. And that's my answer. Wishing you all good luck, Bennett.
Fischl. I was wondering, I want Fischl to sign up. And Razor.
I mean, I'm pretty sure at this point, Fischl has met Razor.
I mean, Sino meeting
I
Razor
know.
and Fischl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And next,
I
Amber.
Amber.
Guide is too grand a title for me, but I'd love to be everyone's friend. It's something I think I'm good at. And I'm an attentive listener, so do let me know when you feel lost.
No.
To use an analogy, I'm like a torch out in the wild that will help illuminate everyone's path so long as it continues to burn bright. Everything ring below is not meant for Kali. Dear Kali, if you're reading this, please turn away.
Oh. Oh. Ale?
I've been worried about Kali lately. She's recovered from the illness, but she still doesn't look all that cheerful. It feels like she still has things she can't let go of. Allow me to write down my wish here. I hope that Kali can uncover the secret behind the prophecy and find her happiness, whoever she is and whoever she becomes. I'll always be her friend, no matter what. We're not the savior and the saved, but simply good friends. Amber.
Oh, my heart.
Instead of Kali reading it, it's Kali's mother, basically.
Nice child.
Alright, time for Mika.
Yay. Yeah, but
I hope this letter finds you all well. I didn't expect to be asked such a question, which caused quite a headache at first. I only know how to guide people in the geological sense, but on the journey of life, I'm still a lost kid who needs the guidance of others.
How old are you, Mika? How old is Mika?
But upon seeing your question, I immediately knew that what I can help with. I tried drawing a map showing vegetation distribution for Mr. Tainari and Miss Kale, as well as a dragon spotting calendar for Mr. Sino. Both are attached below. In the next few days, I will need to patrol with the captain and draw maps for Miss Lisa. So I can only support you with my well wishes. My apologies. Please forgive me. I hope the map and the list will be of some help to you. Mika.
Why does Sino need the dragon spotting?
He wanted to see the Dragon of the East. He
Oh,
wanted to see the
God.
Ballin.
Oh, God. Just
Yeah.
went to the end of the bed until he might
Remember,
come back.
that's why Tainari and Albedo were initially gonna be going up to the mountain.
Yeah.
Because they were going with Sino to see the Dragon of the East.
I thought they were going separate ways. I thought so. Alright, Sino. Speaking of Sino.
Yeah. You are correct to assume that I seldom lie. This has to do with my
Love.
upbringing. As a desert dweller, who has been living within the academia since my childhood, my unusual identity makes it hard for others to trust me. And it would have been harder still if I was not honest. As a result, I learned to talk less and speak no more than what is necessary. Uncovering the secret behind the prophecy may come with its perils. If you need someone who would never lie, I can join you.
Aw.
Yay!
So,
Time for Rosaria.
was I want to tell us more about the other girl that you saw? What you saw?
Alright, Rosaria's turn.
Yep.
I must make one thing clear first. I am not someone who would never lie. After hearing your question, I thought about many things in the past in earnest, and I recall many occasions upon which I lied. I often make up excuses to avoid choir practice. I also tell white lies, too. Sometimes to make myself happy, and other times to allow myself to give up on some struggles. The nicest lie I've ever come up with is the one I told Varka, that I didn't want to stay in Mondstadt. Varka responded with another lie, and that was his advice to me. Your current abilities are not suited to life beyond Mondstadt's borders. I cannot be the answer to this question, but I suggest that you consider what never lying actually means. Does it mean to never deceive, or to never lie with ill intent? It's a pity that I'm not the one you're looking for, but I believe that someone who meets the requirements will turn up. Good luck, Rosaria.
Oh. Wait, actually, Galaxy.
Hmm?
Can we look at these three? Sino, Rosaria, Razor.
Yep.
Technically, Razor and Rosaria are siblings.
Yep.
There's a Stan,
Technically third
Sino, and
option.
yeah. Razor is there's what Razor and Sino looking way too like.
They do look a lot alike. They both have the white hair and red eyes. And both have an affinity towards wolves.
We have no idea where both of them come from. Oh, kind of Razor, by the way.
We know slightly for Razor.
So we think about it, and how similar Rosaria and Razor, Sino are. So like siblings. Oh my god.
Don't forget the fact that Sino uses a polearm like Rosaria, yet has Electro like Razor.
Oh my god. Alright, go on.
I asked my teacher, Lisa, to write this letter. It's much
Aw.
more than the ones I wrote. Many thanks. I don't lie. I trust you. Come to me when you need me. I will always be there
Aw.
for you. Razor.
Aw. Oh, yeah. Alright, last group, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
A legend that
legend.
never ends.
Lisa. I can't wait for the letter too. I know, it's a clear color.
Honestly, why didn't the Traveler put one in? Because, like, the Traveler is also one.
Can Traveler white technically? Because we know they.
I believe they can. That, or they can have Paimon try and write for them.
True. Yeah, so they barely knew the language.
They're able to read it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. They eventually got to learn how to read it. But my guess is also Paimon, other people telling them. So.
This I don't think is Paimon telling us.
Yeah, sure. That's fine. Whatever. It's fine.
Legends are created by humans. In that sense, no legend endures forever. And all stories must end in regret someday. But as long as a good story lives in people's hearts, it does in some way live on forever. That's the conclusion I've come to after years of reading anyway. Best of luck, little cuties. Lisa. Oh god, it's weird. It's weird doing Lisa for that.
we should I would say that word all the time. We should ask Stanley. Just saying.
True. Stanley would probably be able to help.
It's Clee!
Mom writes travel guides, but she did have friends who wrote fairy tales. So Chris heard that a story its author spends their whole life writing and will always be a good one. Okay.
I adore that on my end. Sucrose just has a little dog next to her.
Oh, lucky. Puppy? Where's the puppy? Don't see the puppy. Alice.
Yeah. I think a legend that never ends should be a story filled with hopes and dreams. It works like a baton, and that's passed on from one person to the next, offering something meaningful to everyone that it touches. I was once greatly encouraged by such stories, so I think I'll be going with this answer.
Aww. How do we exit?
And that's all of them. Stop reading.
Oh, okay. Oh, now we can talk. Sucrose. Hi, Sucrose.
Let me quickly
Hmm.
summarize what we found out about a flower that is not of this
Oh.
world. Tainari believes that on closer examination it might be logically paradoxal, while Albedo says that his answer would be better discussed at length in person. As for my answer, I think a clock in the shape of a flower would constitute one that is not of this world.
Here's what we've gathered regarding a guide who will never get lost. Mona said that she'd like to join us in uncovering the secret behind the prophecy, while Bennett suggests Fischl, Mona, or the Traveler as potential candidates. Mika didn't submit much, but he did draw a vegetation map for Master Tainari and wrote up a dragon spotting calendar for Sino. Amber also wrote in. She said that she sees herself as nobody's guide, but everybody's friend.
As for one who would never lie, Rosaria removed herself from consideration, but both Razor and Sino
Oh,
were
I
ready to
kind of
support
forgot
us
about
in
Timaeus.
search. Timaeus seems to have forgotten to write to us.
Yeah, I remembered as I was reading through those letters.
This
I
is
didn't
gathered
forgot.
on a legend that never ends. Klee said that her mom has a number of friends who like to write storybooks. Misa believes that legends live forever in people's hearts. I think that for a legend to be never-ending, it has to be filled with hopes and dreams, and actively pass from one person to the next.
So, what are the answers to the 4 riddles then?
You're really smart, Paimon.
Sure.
I think you can figure it all out in
Trying
no
to fill
time.
in the blank. Are we getting that bubble thing again with
Let's all
that
share our
consumer
thoughts
when
on
the
what we
English a
think
bit
the
like,
answers might be.
oh?
Mm.
Ah!
Wait!
I can.
Hi, Timaeus.
Oh,
You
Timaeus,
certainly kept us
what brings
waiting.
you here?
I'm sorry, I really am. The time just got away from me and I didn't get around to writing that letter. However, I'm happy to announce that I think I
Oh.
can be the one who would never lie.
Huh? This is kinda sudden.
Oh?
Not that we don't
He doesn't wear.
but, could you elaborate a little after you catch your breath?
Of course, of course.
Funny that he was away from the crafting table for once.
Do you still remember the time I, collaborated with a certain Miss
Coming
Yar?
closer.
Well, basically, she helped me out a lot with my research into potion making once, and, well, we've stayed in touch through letters ever since.
Wait, so Ying-ar is the girl from Lila that Sucrose mentioned earlier? We always assumed you were hard at work every time we saw you at the crafting bench. So you've just been writing letters to Ying-ar the whole time?
No, well, I mean, not all the time. I've done some work too. And anyway, our correspondence covers a lot of serious topics, like perfumes, potions, alchemy. Anyway, a few months ago,
Oh.
I made a vow to the heavens that I will be true to myself and never utter an insincere word until the day that I've managed to win Miss Ying-ar's heart.
So, at Star Snatch Cliff, you were picking Cecilia's as a gift for Ying-ar?
Well, that's right. The Cecilia flower is said to represent a once wayward heart, transformed by the power of love. I couldn't think of a better flower to give than that. I know full well
I'm
that
so
Miss
confused.
Ying-ar is
Yeah,
far
don't
more
worry about it.
knowledgeable than I in both the ways of the world and the ways of our craft, but I thought I should make the effort for once and put myself out there. Which brings me to the subject of the last few days and the Windblume Festival. I thought it was time for me to invite Miss Ying-ar to
She knows.
Oh
Mondstadt.
god.
Yesterday, Albedo told me that Sucrose has been working hard to help another girl achieve her dream.
Huh?
And
Aw.
when I went to take a look at our roster, I saw that she'd done my remaining work for me. I feel
Aw.
incredibly guilty.
Well, that was nice of
I've been spending
Sucrose.
all of my time in my own fantasy world while everyone else has been bending over backwards
Okay.
to help other people. How could I ever hope to
Oh,
be worthy
okay.
of Miss
You
Ying-ar's
took
love
way too long.
if I'm so selfish?
Oh, Timaeus.
And that's why I've decided to
I know
join
that's
you.
nighttime for you, yet daytime for me.
Yeah.
What about Yingar? Yeah. Haven't you been planning this for over a month now? You said you were gonna invite her to Mondstadt.
Well, yes, I did mention in my letters that I'd like her to visit, which is why I just sent her another gift with my hand-picked Windblooms, along with a handwritten letter. I explained that a
Oh,
matter
okay.
of great importance has presented itself, to which I must devote my full attention for the time being. As soon as it's
She's
resolved,
gonna be here,
I'll
but
make
like,
haste
yo.
to Liyue to pick her up in person. I made sure to package the gift and letter with the greatest care. All I can do now is hope that she'll understand. Point being, please know
You
that
probably didn't. I feel like it's too open book.
Plus,
I
I
feel
I'm
like
an honest
Chimera's is
person.
open book.
As far as I recall, I don't think I've told a single lie in my life.
Yeah, Timaeus, he gets all nervous and everything.
Timaeus.
Yeah.
Don't let your determination go to waste.
Wasn't he also wait, I just realized.
Ah, thank you, everyone.
I just realized
promise to
something.
do
Remember how
everything
in
I
the
can
first
to help.
Windblume he was writing letters?
Okay.
Yeah.
Looks like we found our one who
I
would never lie.
wonder it was a plan all the way back then. Because that came before him meeting the perfume lady. So I wonder if it
No, I think for that one, it was more so, him, like doing research.
it was
He was stuck in his head about research, and then we went to help him, and we took him to Liyue to try and help him, where he met Yingar.
You should say my
This
name,
man
too.
went through loving his research only like Sucrose and a beta and now falling in love.
Aw,
Please, dear, this all somehow feels like we're
Oops.
getting ready for a
I didn't mean to
field
click that. I was trying to click auto.
There's nothing wrong with a more relaxed atmosphere, is
Hey.
there?
yeah, Queen's here! Albedo
But
Bai's
not-
little sister!
Aw.
Of course. We will soon see if my hypothesis has any merit.
Actually, I'm still feeling
Wait,
a little nervous.
okay. So the flower is
Me
who
too.
again?
The flower
Albedo?
is Albedo.
Al-
The guide,
and the guy is
Mona.
Mona. Okay.
and then Timaeus is the
Yeah.
one who never lies.
Okay.
And then
let's
guy
do this.
lives in his clear. Okay.
I agree for the one that never lies.
Too.
Literally,
just
all
looks like
three of them were open about it. It's like, sure. And then there's just Rosario. She's like, don't even. I'm not part of this. Bye.
So much harder when there was so many
Like all the guys
people
we asked, she's
watching.
like, yeah, sure, we can help.
Does anyone know the exact location
Clay.
of where
I
we're
love
headed, or
Clay.
should I do a
Clay,
reading on my scry
I
glass?
put auto. Okay.
According to the prophecy, once we figure out the answer,
I love
we
you.
should test it at the Lantern of Utmost Joy. Wait, but where is this
Yeah,
lantern?
probably.
You know something about that.
What?
Oh, we're gonna go to the location, right?
That's
Oh,
amazing.
We're
You
going to the
really know how to
location
do
next.
everything under the sun.
Then we'll let you lead the way.
Shouldn't we put Mona in charge of it?
This is it.
She's the
We're off to
guide.
the secret location of the Lantern of
Ah.
Utmost Joy.
Let me take a look.
Oh, I just cut out Sucrose.
oh, so Amber. I just took it. I think it was Amber. 'Cause I took her on Fox Mona today,
Aw.
just now before the event. I was reading soon.
Lanterns here.
That's why.
Hmm.
So,
Now that I think about it, the prophecy didn't say anything about what the Lantern of Utmost Joy actually looks like, right? Maybe we've overlooked something? Traveler, are you trying to figure out something else from the paper?
mhm.
Paimon's reading
Lucas.
too. Huh? It says to look up.
Is it Alessia?
But there's nothing above us. The wind didn't trick us, did it?
But now you be sure.
Place the squirrel on the back of the pointy-eared cat, and a pious puppy will
What?
open the doors to show you the way. Huh. Paimon read the whole thing out loud, but nothing's happening.
It means everyone else needs to read out loud.
Yeah,
Oh,
what?
cutscene? Cutscene? I'm Black Swing.
Strong wind currents.
I'm gonna
Let's
Black
ride it
Swing
up
right
and
now.
see
What
where it leads us.
Oh,
We'll have to fly up there.
hey.
Can someone carry
Why
me
is
with
that
them?
flying island?
Those
Why is it?
islands are Oh,
Can this stay here for the rest of the game?
please?
Is this like?
Uh,
Are we having a? What is this? Why is wearing a
It
tea
just made
party?
it daytime for me too, Pinkie.
Oh, mine was always like.
Just to be safe.
It
I
kind of
would
reminds me
jot
of
down
tea
our
party.
entire route here. This way, no one
Are
will
we
get
having
lost.
a party?
Oh, good thinking, Cullen.
Oh my god, we're having a royal tea party.
Who would have thought we'd find this
I
kind
don't know,
of
it's
table
like,
here?
there's
Weird.
a lot of books
It's
around though.
almost as if someone was holding a
A
tea
study.
I never would have guessed that such a place could exist. Right above Mondstadt, too.
Wow, look at that pretty lantern on the table. There's even a chair for each side of the lantern, too.
There seems to be something on the back of this chair. Let me have a closer look.
Tea party. I want that thing in the floating.
Present
I
your
wanted that
message
finisher that was on the
for
table.
each enlightenment. Well, as far as instructions go, I guess that's simple enough.
Yeah, I want that.
So we just need to do as it says, right?
Wait a second.
I want it. I
What is
want
it,
that.
Albedo?
We'd better make sure this place is safe before taking our seats.
What is it?
Everyone,
Is it gonna
please
say
stay
like
clear for a
legend
moment.
and stuff?
Maybe?
Oh.
Questions and doubts aside, the scenery here is pretty amazing. It'd be impossible to feel stressed here.
How is everything, Albedo?
Everything seems to be fine. I didn't find any
Like,
traps
Mona,
or
what are you
suspicious
doing?
mechanisms, but I also couldn't find any overt
She's just
destructive
checking.
devices.
I thought
I just hear things like going off to the
Well, it
side.
seems
It's
that
like,
it's
what?
because
the
she's
answers
checking.
won't have
She's
any
checking.
catastrophic consequences. Looks like we'll have to sit on these chairs and fulfill the prophecy. Everyone, I would like to suggest that we try some risky answers on our first attempt. Let's reserve our most confident answers for the second round.
That sounds kind of smart. But why?
Ah, I get what he means. If we do as he says, then we may be able to figure out how the puzzle works.
I see. That makes a lot of sense.
Mona?
Mona, is
Okay.
there something wrong? You're not looking too good. Oh, are you hungry?
Yeah.
I brought some snacks.
Thank you for offering, Klee, but that's not quite it. While Albedo was checking just now, I gave
What's
my
wrong, Mom?
spyglass a spin hoping to find some information. But there's a strange aura to this place. It's almost as if someone has been staring at me as soon as we stepped foot in here. But if nothing here has actually been physically tampered with, then no. Could that person be?
What do you mean, Mona? Who could it be?
Never mind. It's not like I've got any proof.
Don't leave us on the
Great
edge of
power?
things, Mona.
Yeah.
We'll just do what
Fancy,
Albedo
maybe.
said.
Maybe?
Yes, let's test the hypothesis together, Klee.
Come on, join us, Mona.
Clear.
Okay, then I'll answer the first question. If someone were to ask me to find a flower that is not of this world,
You can do it, Sucrose.
then I would fetch a tetragenic sweet flower.
Let's go.
All right, I'm up next. My part of the prophecy is to find a guide who will never get lost.
Kale, I hope you found your answer.
My answer is that I will be that guide. For a long time, I have been guided
Aw.
by others. It's taken me
Aw.
a while, but I finally made it to where I am today. Although I still haven't made a name for myself,
No.
and I'm still quite immature, I would still like to put my name forward. Because I would like to become a guide that can help others.
Didn't we have Kalia as the Legends one too?
Master Tainari, Sino, and everyone else helped me.
I thought it was Clee as well.
My turn
Yep,
to pass
Clee
on
would
the
too.
gifts that I've been given.
Yeah. I guess it doesn't matter how many.
All right. It's up
Ah,
to
yes,
me
it
to
is.
answer
Send the
first.
head of
submit myself as one who would never lie. Although I've never really had any other virtues or talents, I'm confident that I've always been an honest person.
Oh, sorry.
I'd like to thank everyone
I was
too,
trying to click back in
for
the
giving
game.
me this opportunity to
did you skip his
validate
line?
myself.
Yeah.
And last but not least, I will answer the final part of the prophecy. There's no tale more befitting the title of a legend that never ends than our fates as human beings.
Oh, that makes sense.
The lantern just lit up!
Oh.
All 4 sides of the lantern are glowing!
Did you get it?
Kale, could I ask you to stand up for a second?
Oh,
Yeah. Oh,
Cool.
it's gone away. Oh,
What's going on? Why is it lighting
it's
up
just
regardless of who's
it's-
sitting in the chair? Didn't it say we have to answer all the questions correctly?
It's pretty clear.
it didn't
now,
matter.
isn't it? We've just proven that there is no right answer for this prophecy.
no
Yeah.
answer? But how could that be?
Although the instructions had come from an old and enigmatic prophecy, it is in fact nothing like the ancient mechanism that we had all imagined it to be. I believe the lantern only serves as a simple signal.
Oh, it's her again.
I never expected you to actually find this place.
What?
Who
There's someone
are
else
you?
here?
We meet
Hi,
again,
Scarlet.
Traveler.
Hey, you're that outlander!
Please get behind me.
You're a good hunter!
It's all thanks to you that I was able to find this place. Good thing that you were too
Is she a
preoccupied with the
Fatui?
prophecy to notice someone
Is she
tailing you from the
is she
shadows.
Yeah.
Sand Dune? Is she
Oh,
Sand
that's
Dune?
so.
Please.
Then, why do I spy yet another person following me?
Really?
Oh.
Hi, Rosaria.
There's no need for pleasantries.
Are you not
You should know I'm
Scarlet then
here for you.
Rosaria?
Is it just because I'm a visitor from abroad?
I was there when you snuck your way into Marjorie's place.
Oh.
So you had your eyes on me even then, huh? That was 2 whole weeks ago, you know.
It's hard not to notice you when I'm on duty every day.
All right. In that case, I'll admit it. I was the person who slipped this prophecy
Oh.
into the storybook.
Huh? But why? Then, does that mean this wasn't a real prophecy after all?
Don't worry. Even though you probably have plenty of reservations about me, you can be sure that the prophecy is genuine. In fact, many of you here today may have heard the code name of the one who left the prophecy to me. She hailed from an ancient assembly of powerful women, each of whom used a single letter to
What?
signify themselves. Who would have guessed? It seems that power was indeed left
Oh.
behind by the old hag after all.
Oh.
Ah, so you're
Oh.
a student. It's an honor to meet you. I am
See.
Scarlet, the successor of Jay.
Well, what are you talking about?
Huh. I didn't.
It's a
So,
long story, but I'm
Mona's
not quite sure
teacher's
that I'm the
name is
best person
Steve.
to
They
tell
only
it.
identify themselves as letters?
Yep, only letters.
Since you've all spent so
It's
much
just a
time and
J,
effort
so
in
there's like-
the
would that mean that
prophecy,
Alice is part of
you
it?
must also
Along with
be very
Albedo's teacher?
interested in the secret behind this
Yeah.
lantern,
That makes a lot of
Lantern has
sense.
already been
Because
lighted
all
I
of
wonder
them are
if it's-
friends.
Yeah.
Please allow
So,
me to
Alice
disturb
would
your
be
happy
A.
peace.
Who's Jay though? I know.
Why did this little thing just light up? How strange.
So are you not
Oh.
from what? So are you guys from
There's
Fontaine?
the
Or
lantern.
not?
Can you hear me over there?
Hmm? Oh, I hear.
Well, it does fit if this is
Pinkie,
Fontaine
Pinkie,
person.
continue.
I'm
Because,
Scarlet,
like, you
the
know,
successor of
she's
Jay.
a. If
Continue.
it's Fontaine's next, okay. Then. I'm
Since
just.
the
Like,
last
it's like I thought.
successor
No.
has already become so reckless and bold. Unbelievable.
Wait. Why are you talking
Sure,
just
why-
like the old hag?
Old hag. Who would dare say that? Is that Mona?
What?
Who
It
are
disturb
you?
your happy
Who
thing. What?
dares imitate my master?
Oh.
A
Oh!
lot of imitation and mimicry. It has always been a fool's errand to mimic and learn
Is that
from
Alice?
humanity.
Oh,
Ah!
Alice, I'm here too.
Mom, why are you trying to talk like other people?
So I see everyone's here. Well then, my warmest greetings, everyone.
Miss Alice, why would you...
Well, it's been many years since this lantern last lit up. You can't blame me for thinking that one of the old friends from my youth may have decided to catch up again.
Why she sounds so coy all of a sudden?
And if I recall correctly, we left this lantern in the care of the Animo Archon Barbados. You must be commended for uncovering an artifact entrusted to the god of wind himself. Tell me, are you sitting around my beloved tea party table?
It's a really long table.
Alice, what?
Oh, so you are. I suppose this means even the Animo Archon has granted you entry to this place. Was all of this Scarlet's doing?
Wait. Paimon's completely lost now. So what was this assembly you were talking about earlier?
Oh, Miss Alice, I'd like to leave the explanation of that to you.
Well, you should be rewarded for making it all the way up here and acting.
That's why he knows where it is.
Yep.
Let me tell you a long and ancient story.
Ooh, story time.
Ever heard of the Hexenzirkel? As the spooky name suggests, it's a secret society. Once upon a time, it even challenged the Animo Archon himself. But he replied, "Let us make music, not war, and resolve our conflicts through song." From then on, the mages would only ever convene in the woods, in the sky,
I'm so lost.
on the edges of
Don't worry.
At these tea parties, they discussed their stories and
Cutscene.
as the tea
Cutscene.
and bore witness to their pledge never to
Cutscene.
fight
Are you in the
amongst
cutscene
themselves.
already?
Yep.
Okay.
I snuffed
I'm
out
just
the
gonna
life
say it.
of my beloved.
Watch it go already finished by the time I loaded. My best cutscene this last.
So I took his fate in my hands and ended his pain.
I'm raising a son. Of all the children I had, he's the only one left. But I suppose that still makes me a mother.
What?
My lifespan is
I just
nothing
heard.
Oh.
I just heard that
so I
Vader's
wish
mom.
to leave you with my storybook. Actually,
What the
you
hell?
can
That's like,
pass
so
it
there's
on to
like
your children one
8
day.
of them?
Oh, this looks interesting. Let me
Mages.
scry.
Oh.
My dear sisters, we mustn't let prophecies threaten our bonds of friendship. Even the most frightening witch was once a little girl, and growing up can be so tough. Sometimes we all need to vent our troubles to the wind. Even if the nations go to war, or the sky falls down, the mages' tea parties shall forever be held around this table.
What? A Beto? A Beto?
Yeah, that's Albedo's mom.
Held their meetings.
Right. We often met here to chat and have tea.
Then what about the part saying that if we light the lantern of utmost joy, we'd receive a supreme blessing?
About
Mona's teacher.
I never expected anyone other than Jade.
That's Mona's teacher. Who said it was before? I don't know.
It's a little.
I guess in Jay. My guess is Jay.
The truth is, that prophecy was
And
actually
Alice.
just a letter that we sent to Jay as a group the day before her wedding.
So it was indeed written by all of you.
Who's that?
I must thank you for resisting the urge to immediately reveal the truth to everybody, Albedo. Knowing you, you probably figured out everything the moment you laid eyes on the message.
No, it took me a little longer than that.
A flower that is not of this world, a guide who will never get lost, one who would never lie, and a legend that never ends. These 4 descriptions signify 4 individual mages. When a member of the organization had to leave the group to spend the rest of her days with her beloved, the other mages would write down this prophecy and send it to her to invite her for a final get-together. A flower that is not of this world signifies, of course, flowers that do not naturally exist in this world. This is the signature of our full name, Rhine Daughter, also known as Gold. If
Oh.
there's anyone in this world who could create a flower species that does not yet exist, it would be her.
Oh.
The guide who will never get lost is N, otherwise known as Nicole. You may not have encountered her yet, but she is a truly extraordinary woman who has made this world's direction and order her subject of study. Some of you may be fortunate enough to have already heard her voice. Like a prophetess, she will only speak to guide people toward the truth when a change has occurred in the world. She has a tendency to speak in someone's mind without any warning. If one day you would be unfortunate enough to run into a truly dangerous situation, she may use her voice to guide the way forward for you.
Who would have guessed that
Oh.
there's so many mysterious women in this world and that they would all know each other?
The one who would never lie is
Okay.
me. I hope no one would take offense. It's just that
Is that
I,
Albedo's?
Alice, or A for short, have always had a
Yeah, my daughter is Albedo.
and candor.
Okay.
As for a legend that never ends,
My daughter used to have the thing for souls.
Wait, Kelsey.
Works.
Do you think?
Have you ever read The Boar
Do you
Princess?
think one of these mages are the other?
I'm pretty sure every child in Mondstadt has read that book.
Was the senders and or possibly that random voice we heard?
M was an exceptional human
That we
writer
heard.
who used
Keep
her
listening.
prose to teach me
Okay.
the meaning
I was asking him. Jennifer.
Don't you think
You'll
such
get your
person would
answer.
deserve a seat at the mage's table?
Paimon's getting more and
Oh.
more lost.
See?
It may sound hard
Oh.
to believe,
I told you you'd get your answer.
everything
Got-
Alice has said. Jay was also a mortal who aged into
Oh,
his
so
soul,
N.
leaving
No.
her title to her students.
But
and
she was the one
followers.
who spoke me after the biscuit.
Alice,
Oh my god. Also, I forgot that was
acknowledged
Wanda's
many
name.
of Jay's successors.
I forgot that was Wanda's name.
Centuries
I
since
forgot
the
my
first
I was like, who's that character? Oh, Wanda.
I've always wanted to meet you.
Do you also want to become a mage?
Title aside, I think I'm more interested in the meaning and purpose of the Hexen Circle. I used to think that the Hexen Circle was a group of women who could control the very fate of this world. But now, I've seen for myself that besides
I need to
Jay,
lie to make a whole
many other
secret for your.
ordinary people were also among you.
Do you think less of us now?
No, not at all.
Oh.
My interest has been piqued, and I'm now even more drawn towards
She
the
was the one who
idea of
wrote that
becoming a
book.
mage.
You're right. I've never acknowledged any of Jay's successors, but you are different. You are much more fascinating than any of your predecessors.
Oh, has someone finally piqued Aunt Alice's interest?
Oh.
Now is not a good time, Scarlet, but as soon as I am able, I will seek you out for a
Hi, my
meeting.
name.
I want you to tell me all about Jay's married life back in her hometown.
So the mage who received the
Oh.
prophecy letter from all of you was Jay?
Oh.
The Hexen Circle after getting married?
Oh.
Precisely.
Oh, that's
There
why
was only
she
one
knew.
way the letter could have been interpreted. She would have known what we meant as soon as she saw the message. We were just asking one thing of her. Please come to see us again. Before you go and settle forever
Me
with your
too. I
happiness,
don't even.
please come share some of it with
Oh.
your best friends and sisters.
So Alice was
The
part of a
plain black
coven.
thing actually meant
Recently.
All journeys are fleeting and
I
will
like that.
eventually come to an end. What will
'Cause
give
they
us the
also
most
do tend to say that
fulfilling
Alice was a
happiness in the
witch.
end are
Yeah,
those who will greet
And
us
witches
at
tend to
our
have
journey's
covens.
destination.
So
Dear child, I believe you can also
I
understand
can't.
what
I
I'm
really
talking
hope
about.
we get to see
We women
them
will always
actually.
have
I
many
really hope
troubles
all the
and
mages
encounter
have
pains
actual
and
customs,
frustrations that will
like
keep us
actually
up at night.
unique models
But
instead
no
of
matter
random.
how hard things may
Just
become,
like.
we will
True.
cross
Like, at least a
mountains and
custom
oceans to see our
design.
best
Given how
friends
much
again.
they've talked about them,
Regardless of how many years have passed,
especially
or how
Mona's
far the
teacher and
distance may
Alice,
be,
they need to have
as
custom
long as
ones.
we can
I'm
be with
fine
our
with them if they do like
beloved
similar to like
our
what's the
hearts
character
will
name
be
in
filled
Yuzumo?
with
The
joy.
yokai.
To us
Like she looked,
mages,
Saw was
that's
really
what
looking good.
being
Oh
supremely
yeah,
blessed is all
the
Yeah.
about.
yokai lady.
Oh,
Yeah, I can't remember her name.
Neither can I.
I don't remember. I'm so bad.
I have poor memory.
Do know that
Insane.
all the mages are Mom's
Oh.
best friends?
If you ask how I see it, the
Can I be
Hexen
a
Circle is
mage?
just a group of ladies that I spent my youth with. Anyway, I'll introduce some of the other members to you all later. I still have a few things to attend to,
Oh.
so this will
Oh.
have to do for today.
Hey, aren't we going?
Goodbye, darling, and farewell to all of our other friends as well. I'm sure we'll see each other again. Oh, now that I think of it, isn't it getting close to that time of year?
Yes, it's Windblume again, Alice.
It's also a special anniversary date. I'm sure you still remember.
Yes, I do remember now. It was on this day many, many years ago that Jay tied the knot. Ah, just in time for the Festival of Love and Freedom. Everyone, please enjoy this year's Windblume Festival to the fullest.
Aww.
Oh.
I love that.
Aww.
Whoa! Ah, Albedo! Why didn't you tell me we'd have to glide all the way back down?
I told you to tell me when you got in there.
I did.
I didn't hear you.
That's what I did.
Maybe you'd feel better if you just, let it out.
I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm just a little glider sick. That's all.
At least I know I get into this a bit
You may
quicker.
want to look into getting your own gliding license when you have the time. It might prove helpful to you.
Okay. Sure thing.
It sounds like you've still got something on your minds. Why don't you tell us? We're all happy to listen.
It's nothing, really. It's just, well, Alice's story was really interesting and romantic. I won't argue about that. But still, the whole thing wasn't quite what I was hoping for. Of course, I didn't actually expect the supreme blessing to be real, but...
Don't say that. None of this was your fault, Timaeus. Honestly, it's more on me for having agreed to be the Windblume Festival special ambassador.
I think
not asked for everyone's help.
I'm gonna die.
If anything,
Oh
it
no.
should be my fault for finding
My
that prophecy.
I think I'm gonna have
I
to.
didn't mean to blame the two of you
So
either.
I'm gonna go ahead and
I just feel like
That's fine.
So I will
the
one.
whole adventure
So
didn't really end on a high note, and we also didn't really get.
I'm already a little heavy, I'm pretty sure.
yeah, I'm gonna have to pause. I'm just have to click.
Well,
I'm gonna click
sorry,
that
Timaeus.
instead of auto.
You still need to go to Liyue to apologize to Yingar, right? Do you want Kale and I to accompany you?
Oh, Miss Yingar. Well, I mean, I just really don't want her to get mad at me. Now that I've come back to my senses, I really don't know what I should do.
Hey, you three? You may want to look over there.
Huh? Miss Yingar?
She's gonna come out of nowhere.
I've never met her before.
Out in this year's.
She actually came all the way
Haha, L.
You called it earlier, Pinkie.
Your girlfriend.
But how did you... I mean...
Are you so happy just to see me?
Of course I am. I'm so happy that I don't, sorry, I don't know what to say.
I was ready to give you a harsh scolding, but now that I've seen you like this, I suppose I could let you off the hook this time.
She's a fucking...
You said you could
She still makes me uncomfortable.
because of a very important matter, right? Well then, of course I had to come and find you instead.
Should we go see how they're doing?
I'm on no.
I wouldn't. You'll get hit by a forest boar if you interrupt a couple's romantic conversation.
Oh, really? We'll just leave them alone then.
I am so glad to see Timaeus find his happiness.
Happy.
I have to say.
Aw,
I'm
Genshin
even
comes a
more
bit
envious of you, Sucrose.
Aw,
You
Clee,
happy
bye,
just to
Beta.
see others happy.
Clee looks
You
so
gave me
happy.
so much help without any expectations in return. Even though you said that we're very
Huh?
much alike, I still feel like you have a much bigger heart than I do. But if you say that, then I'd say I'm also nowhere near as brave or tenacious as you. I guess we have the same amount of positive qualities. They're just spread over different parts of our personalities. I've never visited
Oh,
Sumeru or made many friends from outside of Mondstadt. I'm happy just to have met and become your friend. Maybe I'll get shy and flustered when I meet other people I don't know in the future. But that's okay too. Since we are so alike, you probably get what I'm trying to say. You just need to believe that all of your issues aren't really issues at all.
But isn't it too late now for me to learn to accept myself?
Well... Do you know anything about the blooming cycles of Cecilius?
Never.
I may have read about that in a book before.
That's a topic that my parents used to talk about back when they were still dating. Surprising, right? To think that people would talk about that while on a date. My mom brought it up at dinner one time last month. She called my dad the most boring man she knew, and said that he even turned up late to a date once, all with a smile on her face. But she also said that learning is just another
Why does
part
that
of
not
life.
sound weird saying that it was official, saying that it was Sucrose's parents that talked about that?
Oh.
Why don't you give it a try, Kale?
Also, I'm totally not updating Genshin on my phone so I could do the music event.
Great conversation. Paimon can't even find a moment
Maybe you
to
can choose
join in.
the Genshin menu.
I nearly forgot. This is for you.
This texture. Are these seeds?
Yep. I believe I mentioned my sweet flower research to you before. These are the seeds of the sweet flower cultivars that I've worked on. It's nothing too special, but they're the best cultivars that I've made. So, I really hope that you'll like them. They're super sweet and easy to grow and keep. I'm also submitting them as my Windblooms for this year. I wish that the Animo Archon could also see how lovely they are.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure Benty knows.
That actually reminded me of like one of my favorite parts of Windblume.
The announcing which flower will be.
No, just submitting a flower.
So I've prepared some study materials for you.
I already
at
know
Sucrose's request.
exactly which flower I'm always
Feel
going
free
to
look through
submit.
them whenever you can find the time. Mondstadt's doors will always remain open to you.
Thank you so much. Really,
Where's Sino and Tainai?
I don't know, they just kind of wandered off.
I'm just really happy.
On a date. On a date.
You mean like Lisa and Jean?
Oh, well, yeah.
You're right. I almost forgot. Kale, can you exhale once into this test tube? I will save this breath of joy and use it in my research.
Oh, really? May I?
Of course.
Lisa. So awkward.
Whoa!
What?
Cool! A small sparkling cloud then puffs out of the test tube, rises into the air like a marshmallow before it's taken away by the wind.
Oh, what happened?
What was that?
It was like a little cloud of happiness, but now it flew away.
Well, luckily, there's still some breath left in the test tube. I'll seal it up for now. I'll keep working on it and let you know as soon as I have any breakthroughs in my
did not
research.
shut that.
You can write I'll be sure to respond as soon as I receive your letter.
Oh, looks like you found a new contract.
Oh.
Master Tainari! Sino!
If your friendship was
Well,
does that make you test friends forever?
Oh god.
Is it? I think you ruined Sarah's reputation in Mondstadt beyond all hope of repair.
All that matters matters is that I've enjoyed Mondstadt
Oh.
immensely. The dragon here possesses a
Oh.
majestic form.
Oh, that reminds me. Traveler, this card back is for you. Sino wanted you to have one for yourself.
Aww.
If I had to guess,
No.
I'd say he probably wants you to use it if
No,
you challenge
I
him
know,
to a duel.
I know. I beat you before. I'll do it again.
Do you dare challenge me?
Try me.
Oh, that's a pain. Oh wait, the gift that she was wrapping.
Wait, I've got something to give you too.
I've legit beaten
Kelsey's
Sino before
hype.
and I'll see his ass again.
Kelsey's having being hype out to find someone. Alright. Oh, it's like, is that a bookmark?
Festival.
Oh, so pretty. It's a super rose.
Oh,
I made
that's
these
for you.
bookmarks from some Eru roses at the
Oh.
hotel. I want to give them to Amber, Master Tainari, and Sino. During Windblume,
Oh.
monsters offer flowers to the people most important to them. You three are family to me.
Tainari said that we're not anything like an academic family. He wouldn't write joint papers with us.
In this case, we can consider ourselves
Not siblings. Nah.
No, not siblings. Not siblings.
Oh, and here are some Padisara seeds as well. These are for the travelers.
Yo, Pinkie, you need those.
Anyone else from Monster?
Wait, what?
Padisara seeds.
Oh,
You can
oh,
steal mine.
wait, so now they give it to me?
Yep.
Oh my god, I hate life. I hate life.
Hey, who knows? Maybe one of the characters you're wanting is gonna need them.
Although they're not native to Monster,
Kave?
they are the
Isn't
flowers
Kave
that
taking
best
new stuff
express my
though?
feelings.
I think Kave,
Kave might need the
People I
flowers.
feel thankful
but
for.
isn't he coming out in a new
But we
area?
also don't know what
Company,
Baiju
we create
needs.
more seasons and future
Oh, I
worlds
know.
together. The real blessing in life is when
I
you
see
are
people
surrounded
coming.
by people who
Yeah,
you
I
day
see
and
that.
night,
Um,
and who you'd want
I
to
think
Yo!
Baiju needs the same thing as Shishi.
Alright.
And I think, because Kave's coming out with a new area, so.
True.
So this is Tainari has to do homework. And but Nula. I love it. We're missing some people, I think, right? We're missing.
Lately, I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be. But baby, I've been praying hard. Said no more counting dollars, we'll be counting stars. Yeah, we'll be counting stars.